Okay.
My name is Zach Hamrick. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. My role in the play, I play Tom and I play Barry, are my two most prominent roles. One of them is a love interest. The other one is the lawyer that defends our heroine later on in her court trial. So this is being put on by Summertime Vaudeville. They've done two productions. This is their second production that they've done at the Black Mountain Center for the Arts. First one was last Christmas. It was Sherlock and the Case of the Christmas Goose. This is their second one, Radium Girls. And I don't know what the next show's gonna be, but they've been in operation for, I think, the past 3 years now or so, maybe 4, doing productions just wherever they happen to be living at the time. Great question. We would have to ask Hannah. So she is the CEO. I don't know. She's in charge of Summertime Vaudeville, and I think her next. She's constantly working on shows, but I don't know that the next one will be with Summertime Vaudeville because she also directs with a lot of local theaters. Parkway Playhouse she's directed with. She has directed at Montfort Park Players in the past. She has been, she's had connections with Magnetic Theater previously, all in Asheville and Burnsville, but I don't know what the next one will be. I don't know when the next auditions are, but audition season's coming for all of our local community theaters. Definitely keep an eye out because I know that Magnetics will be next month. I know that Montfort Park Players will be doing it in the next few months for their next year. They just did their director call, which is very fun. Otherwise, I don't know. All of the different local theaters will be auditioning now. Yeah, so generally, every local theater company will have their own date that they will do general auditions for every show of the season. And then once they have sort of like some cast locked down, they'll do individual auditions. So for example, they're all different though. Every theater does it differently, but big season auditions should be happening soon for several local theaters. No, Hannah actually goes out of her way specifically to cast diverse viewpoints, whether that's sexuality, gender identity, very racially diverse, actually.
Yeah,
We've
cast
got
is majority BIPOC.
yeah, primarily, which is great. It's honestly an incredibly refreshing perspective that she brings to making theater in this area, specifically because not every theater makes the same efforts. I don't even know that I frame those things as whether or not it's a benefit to the show or not. Because the truth is, we have a right to occupy these stages. We have a right to be here, the same right that anyone else does. And so theaters benefit from our personal experience, from our lived experiences, from the kind of like perspective that we bring to it. But I don't even know that it needs to be an argument of whether or not it benefits them because it's what we deserve. And it's what's been overlooked for so long.
And something that's really neat is that Zach and I met because he was directing a one-play show at the Magnetic Theater, and it was a play written by a Latina. So here's Zach, the director's Latino, my co-star was Latina as well, and that felt so, as you mentioned, refreshing, but also beautiful that we get to tell our stories. Like, I think for me, theater at times can be hard because, yes, Shakespeare is brilliant. Shakespeare's also an old dead white man. And so typically I don't always feel comfortable in that space. So, you know, as Zach has mentioned, like it's so wonderful to just show up as yourself and like, yes, you're gonna play a character, but it doesn't really matter that I'm Latina or that someone else is a different, race. And I think I do bring my unique perspective being Latina in that character because my experiences are going to be different than other folks. And for me, what calls me a lot to this play is that it's all about resiliency and justice. And so, I don't know, it's a sweet experience for me.
Yeah.